Deadfall follows two siblings who decide to fend for themselves in the wake of a botched casino heist.
Late last night, one of the tribal casinos was robbed. Two armed suspects wearing masks.
I'm not your brother anymore, not until I let you know it's okay. Hitch a ride. We can still make it to Canada.
What if you don't call?
Well, then I'm dead. Miss, are you okay?
What's your name?
What do you want it to be?
I was somewhat interested in seeing Deadfall, primarily because I like Eric Bana, I like Olivia Wilde, and Charlie Hunnam surprises me. Sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't, so it's kind of a toss-up with him. But also because from the trailer, which I only saw one time, so I didn't really know exactly what was going to happen or what to expect, I thought it looked like it might be an entertaining thriller, at least entertaining. And I have to say, it's definitely entertaining, but unfortunately, it's really weird. Well, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on if they were going for weird, it's definitely an odd movie, more so in the last third, because I would say for the first half of the movie, it's definitely, you know, I understand where it's going, but then it kind of gets just bizarre, and I don't understand what the characters' motives are 100%, and yeah, I enjoyed it, but all I could think when it was over was, that was weird. So, you know, take that for what it's worth, I guess. And I realize I'm being a bit ambiguous, trying to say how I feel about the end of the movie, so I will talk spoilers at the end of this review because I feel like I need to clarify it. But let's get a little more into Deadfall, starting off with the plot, which I thought was interesting, and it just kind of changes a bit throughout. Like I said, the first half of the movie, I kind of got what was going on, but then in this, I don't know if it was the second half or the last third, which I won't give anything away, but I think it kind of changes a bit in the sense that the characters' motives, I'm like, well, what happened to stuff that happened at the beginning? You know, the whole premise is that they robbed a casino, and then they have to fend for themselves when something goes wrong, and I feel like that aspect of it was kind of dropped in the second half or the, you know, finale of the movie. And it's kind of tough to say without giving anything away, but that's my general opinion of it. But maybe I was able to still be interested in it because of the directing. I thought the directing was pretty good throughout, and I thought it was like I said, I was looking for an entertaining thriller, and I thought it was a pretty entertaining thriller. I wouldn't say that it was anything, you know, remarkable, but it, you know, it kept itself together, and maybe some characters were a little bit of throwaways, so maybe they weren't handled that well, but aside from the, you know, I guess it's really in the script more than anything, unless it's in the directing and the script wasn't handled well enough in the last third of the movie. I thought the pacing was good. I was into it the whole time. I was sitting there wondering, oh, what's going to happen next? And like I said, because of the change kind of in motive and just the story, I guess, in the last half of the movie, I did not know what was going to happen next. So I was thoroughly entertained. Like I said, I like Eric Bana, Olivia Wilde, and Charlie Hunnam. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And I thought all of them did a great job. I thought that Eric Bana's character was cool, and I thought that he played the character well, and I always love to hear his accents. He's always doing different accents. And I thought Olivia Wilde kind of, I don't know, kind of just felt like a common performance. It didn't really feel like anything spectacular. But I have to say, Charlie Hunnam, like I said, sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. I thought that he was good in this one. I thought Spacek was great. I thought Christopherson was a little bit weird. And I thought, like I said, some characters felt like throwaways, so I don't know if it was in the acting, the directing, or the writing, but some of them kind of felt like throwaways. And, of course, I have to mention Kate Mara, otherwise I would be pretty much just completely excluding her. I thought her character was a little bit obvious. So I thought she was good, but her character was a little obvious. So really, I guess I'm kind of getting here just from talking about it that I think it was really the writing that was weird. I think that was the problem. But now I'm going to talk spoilers. I'm just going to talk about the ending and clarify what the hell I'm talking about in terms of it being totally just a big change, I guess, in motive. So if you have not seen Deadfall, do not watch the rest of this review. Hopefully, if you are still watching this review, you have seen Deadfall. And basically, my problem here is the whole premise is that they robbed the casino and, you know, they're kind of on the run. But then, at the end, I don't know, when Olivia Wilde gets there, why don't she and Eric Bana run off? Well, I don't understand why Eric Bana is, like, holding these people hostage. I don't get it. I don't get really... And you can't even say it was Charlie Hunnam's character that made him want to hold them hostage by, you know, he's like, oh, are you in love with her? I mean, you know, he got there long before they did, and he was keeping them hostage. Why didn't he just hide in the bushes until they showed up or try to call her? I don't know. So I thought that was weird, and the thing is, I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that scene. I thought it was Kind of silly just because, like I said, it was such a big change, but it was handled well enough that I was very entertained by it. So yeah, I just thought it was weird. The movie was definitely weird, and I feel like this review is weird, so it's very appropriate. And the last thing I'll say, by the way, is I freaked out when his finger got cut off. I just have to say that. I just remembered it. That was really weird. That whole fight where he, like, jumped off the freaking ledge and nailed the guy, and he... this was a weird-ass movie, man. That's all I can say. Deadfall was weird. But let me know in the comments what you thought of Deadfall. I feel like I'm getting loopy just thinking about it. Let me know if you thought it was weird. That's the main thing. Let me know what you thought of the fact that, like I said, the motives kind of went out the window. I don't really understand what Eric Bana's motive was. Olivia Wilde's, yeah, I guess, but Eric Bana kind of just... I don't know. I don't get what happened, but let me know what you thought of that. Let me know what you thought of the acting. Let me know anything that you want about Deadfall. And I have to say also, I almost forgot, I thought the crash was amazing. I thought the first 5 or 10 minutes of the movie was amazing. Don't want to forget that. And that's pretty much it.
It's a good sign when you feel a little bad.